next up, so we're gonna talk to this guy first.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Maybe it's...
Hello everyone, my name is Zedder, but you can call me Avery, and welcome to another episode of Dark Souls But Different. This is a 25-minute long episode, which means we are stuck here for a really long time. This is, if you don't know, the part where we go into New Londo, my totally favorite area of the game. We are decked out with Wrath of the Gods and ready to go down go down there after we move this elevator up. I was thinking about something again. This keeps happening. I should just like write it down. That's a lag. What are you doing to me? I didn't have that lag a while ago. So I style myself over there, and we style ourselves over there. And we're going back down. Took us long enough. But New Londo, we're gonna be on again. New Londo. It's it sucks ass. It really does. It's well, yeah. Look, it's wet, it's nasty, and that guy that we were talking to, he's down there for no apparent reason. No, it's that guy. See, he's like, you messing with my boy, and we're like, no, and we're just gonna go ahead and kill him. Again, not bringing a very good weapon into this place, but then again, I think it's the only thing we can because we've used that stupid ring. The stupid ring in question, oh hey, the Crestfallen Warrior died. The stupid ring in question, is I think it's the Covenant of Artorias, and it allows you to fight the boss in this area, and, I don't like the boss number one because you don't get to use anything you really want to use. I mean, I like the Falchion. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game, but seriously, I want to fight them with the Claymore and still retain. Well, actually, yeah, you're right. Well, you can fight them with whatever you want, but I like to maintain a fast roll because I'm nerdy like that. Also known as I actually like, being able to go fast. It's not and look good. That's my other motivation, because if you really want to go like full out optimal, use your strongest weapon, you're gonna look like an Abercrombie dude or something like that. But then again, you're undead, so wouldn't be a very hot Abercrombie dude. Not necessarily stylish either. I'm not sure into that sort of thing. Which would be being lacerated multiple times onto the chest while things with strange sword axes brutalize you. And that is Wrath of the Gods in a non-trolly action. Congratulations, people, you have seen it for the first time in, like, non-suck-a-vision. That's one of the most important uses for it, is just making things go away. But unfortunately for us, it doesn't seem to... It's not going to matter very much, as I learned quickly, because there's too many of them and not enough Wrath of Gods. And that's mainly because what I got over here just simply... It doesn't... Because of how my build's made, it isn't, purely magic-based. I like to hurt things with my sword. So it doesn't do enough damage to, Well, it does. It's 30, and 30 is a decent amount, if I remember right. And it doesn't simply do enough to really rank in what we need at this difficulty level. But still okay. We can still work with it. But New Londo itself, I get tired looking at it because I hate this place so much. Not only is it probably one of the most difficult areas in the game, it's just... Oh man, I forgot this person. So, we're going to learn that Wrath of the Gods can't save us, so we have to adapt our tactics. And I get cheesed by random lightning. Okay. Welcome to New Londo, everyone. As you can see, it's not my favorite area. Oh yeah, another thing. Another thing is that you have to make it you have to equip a transient curse, or you have to eat a hand or something like that to be able to fight the ghosts as well. So there's just so much that you have to, you know, necessarily just mess around with if you want to get here, and it's really tedious. And I'm glad that one thing Dark Souls 2 did right is it didn't have stuff like this, but then again, Dark Souls 2 counterbalanced it with having poorly designed levels. Oh hey, screensaver. It's been happening a lot lately. I wonder why. Maybe because I'm not moving my mouse around as much. But this is New Londo, everyone. You just run around and you get chased by millions upon millions upon millions of ghosts, and it's not pleasant, and it sure as heck does not make anything fun. Overall, you really, it's, oh my gosh, it just, oh god, oh man, I can't say anything. I hate this place so much. That's all I can say, is that this place, I hate it the more I look at it, and it's not something I say lightly. I wish this place never existed in the game, because there's just so much annoying crap that can happen. And it's mainly also because the stupid ghosts can walk through the walls of this area, which is not fun at all. Not only are you contending with that, you're contending with the ghost mama, who is just like, I'm going to go scream in your ears, which spawns more ghosts. So there's already an absurd quantity of ghosts in the area, and it's not like they're truly like difficult to kill. Well, I guess they are, but they're in numbers as well, which makes them even more difficult to kill. And what we're boiling down to is a squeaky chair and going up a ladder and going to get instantly cheesed because there's a guy in the chute of this ladder. And it's like, how do you get this? How do you get this past something? And it's just, I really hate this area. And here's a guy we need to talk to. I think his name's Erwin.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal. The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
So, we've already learned about Artorius and learned from him, learned from the fact that he just howls now and tries to kill us multiple times, which he succeeded in. I think I died 13 times to him. And we also learned from his dog Sif and got his ring. So, not much we can learn from him now, so we just have to traverse into the Abyss. But I hate on New Londo, but I have to say I really do like its lore. The lore pretty much says that this place got flooded because of the Abyss. Because the Abyss corrupted the Four Kings, and the guys up in New Londo are like, sup, home, let's go flood this, and they did. And they flooded it and did a pretty good job flooding it, so now there's just ghosts everywhere. And they just floodgated it, which is mundane, and yet at the same time apparently very effective, because now we just have to do this. I might as well talk over this cutscene. Nothing important happens in this, and right now we just have to go down there and fight even more annoying enemies. And it's just mainly because this place is not a very good place to be, not a very good vacation spot. It doesn't seem like that's going to stop us today now, is it? If you go, you can do that. I have a feeling, yeah, I've died like this. One time when I was going through it on a separate New Game Plus run, might have been the same character, but just not this run. I was rushing it because there's only one bonfire in this entire place, and it's the Firelink Shrine bonfire, and so you got a really, really long run back that you have to make every time you die here. That's a Dark Wraith. But essentially, one time I got I was getting really frustrated with this place, and I remember falling straight into the pit without bringing up the elevator, which was embarrassing. Dark Wraiths, though. Dark Wraiths are, I can't say the TH part of it. Dark Wraiths are very important in this run, kind of run like this, because we need Titanite chunks, and they are a fantastic way to farm Titanite chunks. They're also really, really easy to backstab. They have a lot of recovery time on their animations, and they hurt. They hit like trucks. But that isn't going to stop us now, is it? Because he just died. But there's another fog wall, or it's a white light. I like the term fog wall a little bit better. It just kind of sticks more, mainly because Demon Souls sticks more in terms of its lore and the fog walls. But Dark Wraiths themselves, they're pretty cool, and they can be parried fairly easily. There's not a lot, and I think, personally, that they can be potentially some of the most fair enemies in the game, unlike this thing, which is essentially just kind of there to stop all progress. Seriously, I'm going to be shooting arrows into this thing for a good minute or so, I think. Maybe 20 seconds. I'm looking at the bar right now, and we might be here for a really long time. We might be here for a really short time. Oh no, I don't think we're going to beat 20 seconds. Maybe about 30. 30 sounds good. There's one of those skulls that we saw in the catacombs that's about to explode all over his face, I think. I am not used to talking this long. It's something you have to really get back into, but I think I've already talked about that as well. But I'll go over it again, why don't I? Another thing I need to stop doing, I need to stop putting my hand over my mouth. It's something I do a lot when I'm just talking in general. And I have a microphone, and unfortunately my microphone isn't inside of my tongue. Otherwise this would be really loud right now. It might still be really loud, I don't know. But you see, when I put my hand over this, it can muffle it, and it kinda, yeah, it's not good at all. It's not good at all. We're gonna go kill some more Dark Wraiths and completely set that aside for a little while as I regain my breath. Gotta get used to this though. Gotta really do that. I feel like there's something else. Oh yeah, upstairs. Yeah, actually upstairs. I'm just saying upstairs a lot. We're just up, and I don't know why. Probably payday or something like that. Upstairs, when you go upstairs here, you can get the very large ember. It might be just a large ember. But it's very, very important because you can upgrade normal weaponry, which, in my opinion, is the best form of weaponry if you're doing a leveled playthrough, into its, and screensaver into its plus 15 form, which is the strongest it can possibly make it. Which is fantastic, actually, because we're going to have to do that a lot. And, like, seriously, a lot. Or maybe not, we're just going to fall down. Is this the right place? Yeah, it's the right place. I just failed miserably. But it should be right over here, and we're probably going to go to Andre immediately to upgrade our helmet, I think. That's probably what we're going to do, because my helmet's at +9, unless we never decide to do that, which would be really, really disappointing. But what can you do? Not a lot you can do, can ya? But yeah, there's the ember. It's in that chest. I remember that fairly well for some reason. And now we're just going to fall off again, right? No, we're just going to go back to the bonfire. But I cut that out, didn't I? I did. And now it's time to actually take the shortcut path. Because we Gravelorded our game as well, there's going to be plenty of Black Phantoms that we don't want to deal with whatsoever. There he is. Yeah. These guys already do a ton of damage, so that guy probably will one-shot me. And that's the rule. If you think it can, it probably will one-shot you. See? Look. Just my health, it's gone. I'm dead, essentially. Unless I can get free time, I'm dead. I don't even know why I'm still contending with these nerds. I might be going for the parry. No. Oh my god. This gets really tense. That attack is called the Dark Hand, and Dark Hand is not that fun of an attack to get caught by. In the first game, Demon Souls, it would essentially be a instant D level, but thankfully only one enemy in the game could do it. But this one just kind of robs you of your humanity, which is okay. We just fished this guy. We caught him. Yeah, he didn't even have a chance. And on we go. On we go. Over there, I'm pretty sure those are some cracked red eye orbs, but I think I played this in offline mode. No, I didn't. No. But what's the point of invading? We're trying to do a let's play-ish thing here. What would I be accomplishing? And what I would be accomplishing is getting shanked by ghosts, apparently. But we can't bother with that because we need to put the transient curse on, or Billy over here will not F off. I'm not sure. That shrug is never going to get old ever, but this huge creature has decided to block the exit. So we're going to fire arrows into it until it decides to bugger off, or just go away, or just something. And then I get smart with it, and it doesn't work as well as I want it to. It's noticing the arrows, though. It doesn't seem to care, though. Yeah, let's just ignore it, because our aim, we need to spare it, otherwise it will not spare our ammo. Our 725 bullets, or arrows. We're gonna kite that, make it explode, and run away, run away. I uploaded a video of this area, and oh my god, they're back. I uploaded a video of this area a couple days back, and I run a 60 frames per second mod on Dark Souls from this point onwards, because I can do that, because DS-Fix is an amazing tool, and the person who did that will be turned into a saint one day when he dies. And I got a Titanite chunk, hurrah. But he will be a saint one day because of this tool, and trying to fix the horrible port of Deadly Premonition, a fantastic video game. I need to move my mic up. I think I do. I can do that, but unfortunately, if you're sliding down ladders, you have a really good chance of clipping with the environment for some strange reason, and you will go flying down the ladder, and it's not very pleasant. I don't even know why I bother to fight these guys unless they will clip me instantly if I try running, which wouldn't shock me. But yeah, it's important with an area like this to just try to fight the boss on your first try, because kill the boss on your first go at it, because you have to go through all of this over again, which is kind of something I don't like about the Grave Forward mod. I'm not going to lie to you. Just this fear of having to go through an area again. It's something that I really hated on Hotline Miami 2 for. You know, and Dark Souls 2 even. It's that kind of game design that gets you scared of dying. And if you're doing high difficulties like this, you should never really be scared of dying. You know? And you can normally accomplish everything you can with skill, because you have to face it, you're going to die. And we're going to jump down this pit. And I think this is when that happened? No, this is when I was still running the 60 frames mod. The first time, it worked, okay? The first time it worked, but on subsequent runs, it was the exact same thing every time. But Four Kings, I am not getting lucky with this fight. If you see him do that, you are screwed. Well, you're not screwed, but he'll do that, and it's really, really dickish. It's why this boss fight is just so bad. And but we do pleasant damage to it, at least. Although our frame rate in this area, I think Dark Souls, just because of what it does for a living, which is really makes me angry at life, By the way, if you dodge that, you can dodge that by rolling right, something I didn't learn until much later. But as you can see, another one spawned, scared me, and I just got robbed of a good life. But that is how the fight can go, and that's how the fight will go almost every time, because it is a horrible fight. This is a much more pleasant example of how the Four Kings fight can go. Instead of doing his stupid magic, he actually tries to fight you. If you have a keen eye, on YouTube you might not, because it doesn't render 60 frames. Or, well, it used to not render 60 frames. Now it does, but that doesn't matter, because I capture all my footage in 30 frames a second. If I remember right. Yeah, I do. I capture all of me footage in 30 frames. That is the first of the Four Kings down. The map ends when the health bar goes away, not when the Four Kings die. You can have the Five Kings boss fight, which is just outright hellish. But, yeah, not fun. But essentially this is a very fast-paced damage race at its best, and an annoyingly tedious boss fight at its worst. And, oh god. I don't know why the frame rate decided to die right here, but I deeply apologize. I've tried to fix it, but I don't simply have the know-how to fix it with anything. The only way I know how to fix it would be to just get a better computer, which is not the possible thing right now. So we're just going to shake our hips at this guy until he dies. And, yeah. Not a lot I can do except add, like, that music. I got caught by that? Well, this video, thankfully, was titled the 7 New Londo win, so we're not dead yet. And we would have easily died if we decided to flask there. So what we're going to do is heal up now, and we're going to rush this guy, I think. No, we're not. We're not going to have to. Believe it or not, these guys do have legs. They just have they're really tall legs and really, like, tiny bodies. And I don't know how that works. It's just kind of like, I don't know, like stilts almost, except they have no use for stilts unless they just really need to feel the abyss with every inch of their body. Which is strange, because imagine, like, the model of these guys. The model of the Four Kings must be, like, grand in their scale, because it's ridiculous if you've seen them legs and how tall these models must be. Which is strange, because there was another fight that there was kind of like this. And the fight, there was a lot of stuff in the Dark Souls beta, and there's one where you had to fight another king that looked exactly like these guys. Oh my god, the frame rate. I'm sorry. But there's, and really, it was really, he was in this, he kind of looked like these guys, but he was in this yellow shade and had a more human-like face. He looked a little less like a tree, but had the same sword, if you dig. This fight's coming to an end, and as you can see, there's a 5th king that has spawned. I think we actually finished this guy off with half health, or the boss fight, when this guy that we've locked onto has half health. I'm not sure though, you can't quote me on this, my memory has seen better days. No, maybe about, we might actually kill this guy. And they've already done that. 4 kings have died, thank God. And let's never speak of this again. Oh god. And you get, what? Was that Camtasia, or was that just strange editing? That we did it. It's all over. Screensaver. Woohoo. Well, it's not over yet. We have a lot more stuff to do. And yeah, coming for you next. We have some humanity as well that we need to chug down quickly. But if you did this area first, you would have an alternate area. There'd be an alternate story path that you could go on if you wanted to, which I think is fairly interesting. Where you learn a little bit more about the story and the conspiracy that is Dark Souls. But anyway, we didn't do that, so I'll see you in the next episode. Later, guys.